Hey, 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 motherfucker!
Everyone thinks you're a piece of shit, but you don't even realize it.
How you guys doing? Chief from Spreadshot Games. It's another end of the weekend. I actually went video game hunting again. I want to give credit for most of the stuff in this video to Scuba Diver Picker because... Hi, Kari. My dog. He pointed out a shop called Player's Choice on one of his recent videos, and that's what made me want to go down to Charlotte Myrtle Beach, check this place out. Almost everything that I'm going to show you came from there, but not all of it. And I just want to plug Player's Choice too. It's a really cool used store. They sell a lot of stuff, all kinds of video games, comic books. It's the closest thing to Slackers, which is like a store that sells a lot of music, movies, games, comics, toys, all kinds of just awesome stuff. And that's what I had back home in the St. Louis area. But Player's Choice is the closest thing that comes to it, and both stores were pretty cool, and the one in Myrtle was really, really awesome. So if you're near Myrtle Beach, check out Player's Choice. And also thanks to John from Scuba Diver Picker. He mentioned it in his last video. I went and picked some stuff up. Very fortunate that I watched that video. Very fortunate that I went down there because I got some pretty cool stuff. I'm going to start out with actual music. Like I said, I'm a vinyl collector. So I got one of these at Player's Choice, but the rest came from an actual record store. But I got Hot Water Music Till the Wheels Fall Off on, this is Preston Blue. Hot Water Music's a great like soul punk band esque of like Gaslight Anthem, stuff like that. Great band to check out if you're into that kind of stuff. I love their music. I saw this sitting on an end cap at a record store, and I can't believe it was just sitting there and nobody had picked it up because the music on this album is awesome. It's heavy metal. The movie, the soundtrack. I remember watching this movie as a kid, and it was messed up to me. And I watch it now, and I'm just like, I can't believe my dad let me watch that when I was a child. I have delinquent parents, but you know, it's not really metal music that I would call today. Like none of these bands I would really call metal bands. Black Sabbath, yeah, but Blue Oyster Cult, Cheap Trick, Devo, you know, Grand Funk Railroad, Sammy Hagar. Not really my definition of heavy metal. The movie's cool, check it out. The soundtrack's still good, go ahead and check it out. But I was really glad to find that for the price that I did. And going along with the pickup video I made last week, I actually found this at Player's Choice. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, the soundtrack. I said I picked that movie up because I'm a Metallica fan, and like I said, Metallica fans will know why that movie is relevant to Metallica fans, but it's relevant because of this, the soundtrack. So when I saw it, I just knew I had to have it. It was actually the best looking record in the whole crate they had. It was just in the corner of the store. It wasn't even on a table. It was just sitting on the ground. Everything else was very, very beat up and gnarly, but this record was in great condition. And for the price, and me being a Metallica fan, there's no way in hell I was walking out of there without it. So that was probably like one of my favorite finds I actually found. You know, I wasn't too excited when I found it. I was just like, it was just instinct. I was like, I also found some comic books while I was there. And the first two I found were Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, but Vengeance is crossed out and it's Venom. I'm not a huge Ghost Rider fan. I like Ghost Rider, but I'm a huge Venom fan. I'm a enormous Spider-Man fan, and Venom, Carnage, the symbiote. It's probably one of my favorite things about Spider-Man. So anything with Venom in it, I grab. I saw these as a no-brainer. Super awesome to have those. And then a little kickback from my Halloween episode. I'm finishing up my Ghost Rider Trail of Tears collection. So I actually have, I just showed 6 in there, and that was all I had. But I now have two through 5. So I need 1. Is the only one I need now. So I finished that up, which was awesome. Well, not really finished it up, but added a lot to it. And then when I went to the when I went to Player's Choice in the mall, they said if you spend over a certain amount of money, I guess it was like 25, you get something for like $5 that they had on a table. So I picked up a hardbound copy of The Dark Tower. So I heard a lot of good stuff about this. I've actually never read the Stephen King novels. I heard they're pretty cool. It's like Wild West meets fantasy, meets, I don't know, a lot of cool stuff. But I'd like to somewhat, I'm not a big reader. I need to be, but I'm not. I'd like to check this out. Interested to delve into this. It's cool. $5. I figured, why the hell not? And then moving on to the games I got there, I picked up one of my most sought after games and probably my most favorite game on the Sega Genesis, which is Mutant League Football. I freaking love this game. I'm not even a football fan. I just remember playing as a kid, and there's so much cool shit you can do in this game. It's so fun. This is my, it's got to be my favorite game. I can't think of anything else. I know it's pretty sought after, but it's not a super rare title or anything. But every time I see this little tab, it was only on, I think, sports games on the Genesis, but I know hunting and stuff like that, like you always run into shitty sports games, and every time I see that yellow tab, I'm just like, oh, like Mutant League Football, and it's always some shitty, stupid sports title, but I was so happy to get this. I can't wait to play it. Like I said, it's probably my favorite game on the Genesis. Check that game out, because it's loads of fun. All the other games I have are more, except for one, are just last-gen games. I think now is a good time to buy into Xbox, GameCube, and PS2 stuff, because it's probably the cheapest it's gonna get. I know a lot of people are just like, PlayStation 2 is not retro. I'm not calling it retro, but it is older. I'm pretty sure, when did the PS2 come out? Like 2000? It's 2000. It's about to be 2013 in a month. So you're going on 13 years for some of these titles being out. I'm pretty sure, 13 years after the Super Nintendo came out, people started calling it and be like, oh man, remember back in the Super Nintendo? So, depending on how old you are too, it could be a retro system to you. Maybe PlayStation 2 is like the system you played as a kid. For me, is the PlayStation 1. But I'm not calling it a retro system. I am still saying there's great games on it. I don't know how well they're going to hold up over time and stuff, but going back and playing them, you can find some gems. And all these are going to be original Xbox games. A lot of these are Xbox exclusives. And that's what I'm looking at collecting when I talk about collecting for PS2, GameCube, and Xbox original, is their exclusives. I'm going to make a GameCube game video that I have too. I'd really like to collect mostly for GameCube, because PS2 is my favorite system when I had all 3 back in the day, and actually Xbox, even though I'm a huge Halo fan, was my least, because there just wasn't a lot of stuff on there. But the more and more I delve into it, the more and more YouTube's helping me out, I'm finding that there is a lot of cool hidden gems, exclusive hidden gems on Xbox, and I got a lot of the cool ones in these pickups. But I just want to start out, I didn't get this at Player's Choice. I got this at a cheapo, resale shop a while back. But Half-Life 2, I need to do some restoration on all these boxes. But, it's nothing special, but I did pick it up for super on the cheap, so I figured I'd play that. I've never played Half-Life 2, and to be honest, actually, that's a lie. I have. I played it on the orange box, and to be honest, a lot of people are gonna scream at me for this. I think Half-Life 2 is kind of overrated. It's very... I didn't see what was special about it. I didn't think it was bad, by no means, but Gordon just seemed like all these people talk to him and everything, and he's silent, and the vehicle parts, I just didn't see what was so, was so hyped up, and I was expecting a lot. When I got to it, I was just kind of like, this is what everybody loves? but by no means, it wasn't a bad game. I was just maybe expecting more, and maybe that's why I was broken from it. But I'm still gonna play it. I still liked playing what I did play, but I'm just gonna throw that out there. The next game, and I'm pretty sure this is a Xbox exclusive that I actually watched on YouTube that they said was pretty cool to pick up. Gun Valkyrie for the Xbox. Really hadn't delved into it. It's kind of like a third-person action game, hovering around, shooting a lot of stuff. Girl with her butt showing on the cover, so why not? Next, Panzer Dragoon Ultra. Pretty much like all the other Panzer Dragon games, but this one's exclusive to Xbox. I heard it's really, really beautiful, really, really fun game. So can't wait to check that one out. This next game, I actually had this on Xbox when I originally had an Xbox, and this game I cannot recommend highly enough. Oddworld Stranger's Wrath, one of the most unique shooters I've ever played. I know in the past I made a video about, shooters losing their fun value. If you want to play a fun shooter, play this game. It's so unique, so cool. You switch in from third person and first person views. You load up, your gun. Your only gun that you have technically is a crossbow that you load up with different ammo types. And your ammo are like animals and bugs and all kinds of stuff that you have to catch and shoot. And you're a bounty hunter, and you go around and just like you can go in the third person and do melee stuff. And the game gets kind of frustratingly hard at certain points, but it's so unique and it's so fun, and the game's pretty hilarious too. You're gonna definitely do yourself a favor by checking this game out. Oddworld Stranger's Wrath on Xbox. I also think it's on the PlayStation Network store, so if you can't pick it up on original Xbox, download it on that, because it's definitely worth playing. In the wake of Halo 4, I actually picked up on the original Xbox Halo 2 Special Edition. I had to pick this up as a Halo fan. Had to throw this in my Halo collection. It's the only Halo Special Edition game I never got. 1 didn't have one. 2 had this one. 3 I bought Legendary. Reach I bought Legendary. 4 I bought the Special Edition. So ODST I just have Standard, and Halo Wars I just have Standard. Halo Wars is the one I'm really looking at getting Special Edition, so if anybody can hook me up, I'd definitely appreciate it. The Steelbook, it's in pretty decent condition. It's not the greatest. It's got scratches on the front. The top's kind of worn, and there are some dents on the back. But it's overall, it looks nice. A lot of these ones I've seen, they have rust on them and stuff, and like they're usually beat to shit. So this one looked decent sitting on a shelf. That's what I wanted, so I bought it. But that one was a no-brainer for me, being a big Halo fan. And the last game that I picked up, this will probably be going to my brother because this is his favorite game of all time. Castlevania Symphony of the Night Black Label PlayStation 1. I would definitely love to keep this for myself and my own collection, but his birthday's coming up, Christmas is coming up. His birthday's one day before Christmas. So, Seth, this is probably going to you. Everybody knows this game pretty much. For a decent price, I definitely picked it up. I know a lot of people, some people say it's not that great. A lot of people rave about it. I'm just going to play it on the Xbox Live Marketplace, and I'll send him this. But, there you go, man. Happy birthday. And that's all I got for now, so I'll see you guys sometime soon. Peace!